President Obama, what are you doing to the hard-working taxpayer in Steuben County, New York?
What you talking about, George?
The 2012 budget calls for Steuben taxpayers to spend more than 95 cents out of every dollar they pay in county taxes for 9 state programs. The taxpayers in the county have no say in how the money is spent.
Well, George, that's not my problem. New York is a blue state run by Democrats. They dig redistribution of the wealth.
In 2009, state-mandated entitlement programs were 70% of the county levy. In 2012 it will be 95% of the levy. That doesn't leave very much money to dig the roads.
Hold on there, General. I don't want states to dig roads. I want states to dig high-speed rail so I can eliminate all automobiles and trucks.
New York is the only state in the union that slides its costs onto the local governments, which means the local taxpayers. Have you no sympathy for them, Obama?
I don't have sympathy for New Yorkers. I don't have to. I'll win New York in the 2012 election no matter what I do or don't do.
Steuben County is forced to pay for an additional $2.6 million in Medicaid and other social service programs. The Steuben County legislators are angry because they can't cut any more county services.
Talk to the hand, George, for all the good it's going to do. Republicans in New York State are scarcer than chicken teeth. We Democrats own that state lock, stock, and barrel.
This is true, Obama. That's why people are moving out of New York State by the thousands. Your tax and spend Democrat majority has made it impossible for them to stay. It's almost as if you and your Democrat Party want them to leave.
This is true, George. I don't care about New Yorkers who cling to their guns and Bibles. They will not conform to the transformation.
What is this transformation you speak of?
Remember when I said to an adoring crowd in Europe that we are the ones we've been waiting for? We are the change that we seek.
Yes, Obama. I well remember when you said that. It sent to chill up my spine.
The taxpayers in Steuben County are beginning to really feel that change. My social justice policies are expensive. And in order for me to redistribute the wealth, I must first get the money from the taxpayer to give to the less fortunate.
But I thought you wanted to tax the rich to give to the poor. The people in Steuben County are not rich. The majority are just regular folks trying to keep a roof over their heads and food on the table.
George, you know there's not enough rich people to tax to pay for my social justice programs. I only say that to make people hate the rich so the people will support my social justice programs. I rely on people's petty jealousies to get my way. You know how that goes, George. People invoke your name all the time to instill a patriotic fervor. People are easily manipulated.
So your intentions were always to tax the little people to transform this country?
That's correct, George. The real money tree for my social justice programs is at the local level. In counties like Steuben all across this country. Every property in Steuben County is like an apple to be picked to fund my social justice programs, and there's very little any taxpayer can do about it. If they don't pay their property taxes, we will seize their property and sell it at a tax auction.
You speak of this social justice. I fail to see the justice in your strategy to tax the little people while making them believe you are not taxing them.
Come on, George. Times have changed since you were president. Democrats have worked hard to erase you and the other founders from history. Your founding principles and ethics don't work anymore. The change I seek requires a strategy of by any means necessary. While I poke the rich people in the eye, I'm taxing the little people. And they don't know it's me doing the taxing. They think their tax burden was imposed on them at the county level. But it's the little people who are really paying for my social justice programs.
My heart is burdened with your plan to transform my country. And I have sympathy for the Steuben County taxpayer who is being forced to pay for your social programs. Your perception of social justice is peculiar, Obama. It strikes this old warrior as particularly unjust and very much like stealing. I suspect the Steuben County taxpayer will feel like they've been robbed by deceptive methods.
Like I said, George, it doesn't matter what they think. They live in New York State and that state belongs to me.